Good morning, everyone. Today I start a 2-week writing institute, so I can't wait to share my experience and everything that I learn while I attend. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mariely Sanchez and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Florida. This is my 2nd week of summer break and I am spending it at this writing institute that is hosted by the University of Miami and my school district. I have to admit, this is the 3rd time in my whole entire teaching career that I attend the Writing Institute. Each time has been at different moments in my teaching career. So I am looking forward to see the new things that I learn and also what they talk about when it comes to the new ELA standards that Florida has in place for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students starting next school year. So let me go ahead and go in. But before I do, this morning I noticed that when I was heading over here, there is a Pinecrest bakery. So I had to get some delicious treats. So here's my little box of goodies. So I have some papa rellena, which is stuffed potatoes, and some ham croquetas. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna grab my things and head on in.
As we arrived, we were greeted by different facilitators who let us know where we would go. And then we walked down this hallway that was just covered and showing different amazing quotes of inspiration, just lifting you up as you came in, which was amazing. Then I went up these stairs and into the classroom that would be our home for the next 2 weeks. The theme of the decorations in this classroom was all about adventures and exploration, and the facilitators had actually taken the time to decorate this high school classroom with this awesome theme. Once we found our seats, we saw all these amazing little things on top of our desk, and it was time to get started. This is in honor of 2 founding members, and these were our items for the workshop for today. So we started by decorating our notebooks using butcher paper, and they showed us a very neat way of doing it so that all you had to do was fold paper over, and then didn't even have to use any tape or staples or anything. We just put the little covers into those pockets that we created. Then we were guided on setting up our notebooks. So I wrote this little dedication in the front and proceeded to construct the table of contents and go ahead and numbered my first 5 pages. As you can see, we write on the right side, the left is left for revising or graphic organizers. Then it was time to create our name tents, which we did out of this folder that we folded in half towards the center, and that created a little tent for us to write our names. And then we conducted a classmate interview where we interviewed someone in our classroom, and then we used the information to swap name tents and draw 3 things that represented 3 interesting things about the classmate that we interviewed. So these are the little things that I drew for Sabrina, who was the classmate that I interviewed. She liked to bake, math is her favorite subject, and she really loves technology. And these are the 3 things that Sabrina drew about me. She highlighted my 21 years of teaching, my love of nature, and my love of art. Then we had a small break where the facilitators provided us with these delicious pastries from a nearby bakery, and this was amazing. They also had a table where we had tea and coffee for us to drink. Then we continued with the next activity, which was about our names. We read this excerpt and this article on why names are important, which was from NEA Today. I'll link it down below. And then we wrote our first name piece. So here is my first piece. And I wrote into the second page. And yes, I made a mistake and wrote it on the left, but then I fixed it later in the week and rewrite it on the right. And we received this free book. Then it was time for lunch.
Hello everyone, I'm coming to you from the Writing Institute. We just had our lunchtime and are about to have our afternoon session on the B.E.S.T standards, going over the ELA standards. Those are the new standards for the state of Florida, so I can't wait to learn everything about the new standards and how they compare to our old standards. So that's what the afternoon is going to be about. We're going to be in there from 1 to 3, and it's almost 1 o'clock right now, so I'm going to dash in there, and they have another theme. As you saw, the room that we started in this morning has a whole adventure theme, and they want us to share some pictures of adventures and places that we have visited and bring them in throughout the week so that they can put them in this board right here by the door. I can't wait to share my first day reflections with you at the end of this video. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to make this into a daily vlog so that I have each day as a separate video, or if I want to group the first week together and the second week together. Let's see how it goes. Let me go ahead and also show you clips from the classroom where we are this afternoon. See you later.
This next classroom was also decorated with the adventure theme, just with a little bit of a different flair. So you see the buffalo plaid, and there were so many books scattered and placed all around the classroom. There were quotes that the facilitators had placed upon the walls of this classroom. And again, with the various collections of books, professional books, books you can read to your students, they were all placed there so that we would have ideas on books that we can use as mentor text. This corner was super cute, Café de Paris, and it had little chairs where you can picture students sitting there reading a book or writing. And this wall right here as well that the teacher of this classroom had created. And again, the adventure theme kept on, and the collection of books just seemed magical to me, and I appreciated it. Here's another reading area and more adventure decorations in this corner. Then it was time to get started with our afternoon session, and these were the goals. We were looking at how the B.E.S.T standards are being implemented, so we started tabbing our handbook so we knew where to find different sections, and we used the tabs that they had given us to do that. Then we started in activity where we read different parts of the introduction of the handbook and learned new things about our new standards, as well as how the coding works. Then we went ahead and did an activity where we analyzed the 10 communication standards using highlighters, and then we did a carousel activity. Each group had different people come up and add to each poster that went over one of the communication standards, and in so we started a collection of not only what the standards were and the expectations for each standard, but also ideas and activities that we can use to implement those standards with our students. This was a reflection question for today, and they gave us a stack of colorful paper with different reflection questions to get us started. So I went ahead and wrote my reflection and turned it in. I also noticed on the desk that we had a binder and this coffee cup.
We just finished day 1 of the Writing Institute, and it was so much fun and being able to gather together with other teachers and learn some great strategies. So the morning was mostly getting to know each other. We did our name tents, which I showed you a couple of clips of, and we also covered our writing notebook with butcher paper, and they showed us a really great way to do it where you don't need any tape and you just fold it and tuck in the covers of the notebook into the folds that you make with the paper. And this is how mine looks right now. So I started kind of drawing a flower in the corner. I wrote my name. By the end of it, if I can here and there, using my black flare pen and maybe a Sharpie marker, I want to decorate the entire notebook with doodles because I really love it. And I want to add doodles that represent me. So it was a really great idea. One of the presenters said that an idea that she gives to her students when they're decorating their notebooks is the outside of the notebook can represent their outer self, what other people see about them. And then the inside of their notebook, they can put more personal items like family photos or things that show their inner sides and what people may not really know about them. So that was a really great idea. And then we moved to the activity where they read an excerpt from Stargirl, and they had us write about our names, whether we wanted to have a new name or keep our name. I actually chose to keep my name because I started with how I was little and I wished that my name was something different. But then as I grew older, I learned more about my name to appreciate it. And yeah, there were some struggles when I was younger, people not being able to pronounce my name correctly, but I have learned to really appreciate my name and the story behind it and how to correctly pronounce it. So when I introduce myself, my name is Marieli. I'm saying it slower because sometimes I introduce myself in these videos and it's really fast how I say it. So Marieli. And everyone in the group shared their personal name piece with everyone, so everyone has an opportunity to share. But then they went group by group to choose one person to share per group, so that was a great way to celebrate writing. So that was a big highlight of the morning. And then in the afternoon was just breaking down the B.E.S.T standards, which I showed clips of the carousel activity that we did at the end, and it was great. And as the days progress, they're going to share more information to help us add more strategies and ideas in order to address each of those communication standards, which is what their new writing standards fall on. It's no longer writing, it's communications, because writing is a form of communication. So we're breaking those down and getting to know what activities, what anchor texts, what technology we can use in order to help our students understand those expectations. All right, so that's where I'm going to end it today. I decided that I think I am going to do a daily vlog for this Writing Institute so that the videos don't turn out to be super long. And because if I put all of these together in one video, the video is going to be very long. So I'm just going to keep it into one video where I pretty much do a reflection at the end of the day. And you just saw that I did a clip of me writing my reflection and putting it in the little box where they're going to collect all the reflections. So at the end of every day, you write a reflection. You could also write it the next day in the morning, but as soon as you come in, you have to make sure that you turn it in because the facilitators do read through those and they do provide feedback. So it's going to be great. Tomorrow we have 2 special speakers, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. I can't wait to share what we learn about them with regards to writing and any strategies and activities that they share with us. So I hope you can stick around for the next couple of days. I think it's going to be a total of 9 days, but the last day is a half day. It's like a celebration. So it's 8 days that we're actually going to go ahead and participate in this institute. There are a couple of requirements for participating, obviously those reflections. We also have to create a lesson plan and demonstrate the lesson. We have to create a published piece, and there was one more thing that I forgot. Oh, I think I remembered. It was the master plan points, doing the requirements to get the master plan points, or for the people that are getting university credit, for them to get their university credit. Oh, and one more thing, as you saw, they gave us a free copy of Chrysanthemum. So every day we get little goodies, and sometimes we even get books. Oh yeah, at the end, the afternoon session, I forgot to mention, as we were tapping the handbook for the ELA standards, they gave us a little case that has the Glazer Lorton Writing Institute logo on it, and inside is a bunch of Post-its and little flags that we were using to tag our manuals. So yeah, we get little goodies like that. And as you saw, they also gave us a coffee cup, which I'm taking with me, and the binder, which I left on the desk because we're gonna start accumulating things every day. Again, this is the 3rd time I'm doing this, and yes, I've gathered a binder each time. I think a couple years ago what I did is my first binder, I condensed it into my second binder, so it was just one full binder of stuff. So now I'm gonna get another binder full of great ideas, and I can't wait to share them with you. So stick around. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.